Okay, we're ready to make our main red, or rosé as it was last year. This is from our Black Hamburgh grapes. These are from the outside vines. We got 2 vines growing outside. And whilst the blackbirds pinch some lovely red berries there. So these, I got 6.8 kilograms going to go into this bucket. In the second bucket we've got again Black Hamburgh, but as you can see these are the ones from the greenhouse that didn't quite ripen to become black, and the juice is going absolutely everywhere. Just 2 more containers to go. Lovely colour on these grapes. The rosé that these made last year was really a very light red, so we'll see what it comes out like this year. Here's the hydrometer being dropped in. This will give us the initial specific gravity, and it's a little bit lower than I was hoping for, much lower than the Pinot Noir and the Gamay that we done. Actually that's about 1045, 1044 perhaps. Just add in the Camden tablet crushed. To this I need to add some pectolase. And initially this turns it slightly browner, which is bizarre and it doesn't look very nice. But what we find tomorrow or the day after, all those purple skins will have the pectolase helps release the colours from the skins. So I'm going to set that down for 24 hours. And these are the ones that didn't quite ripen to be nice purple grapes. Some of them did. There's plenty of juice in them. When we strained off the Pinot Noir and the Gamay, we ended up with too much for the little demijohns we've got. So what we done, siphoned off the skins and quite a lot of juice that was left over. Look at the colour on that. So this is going to be added. I have absolutely no idea if this is going to work or not. I'm going to try it. Already you can see that that's turned our mixture a nice pinky colour, or purple anyway. Just strained this off through a sieve because it's really thick. And as I expected, the sugar level is going to be low on this. Starting specific gravity is 1.015, which is very low, because as you see the yellow bit there, that's where you actually bottle. So there's a phenomenal amount of sugar can be added to this. There's the Camden tablet going in, and the pectolase. This is more like cowl than wine must. It's really thick with skins. I'm adding the sugar now to the wine must of the Black Hamburgh grapes that we stewed up yesterday. There's 920 grams going in this one. Needs a lot of sweetening up. As you can see, a bit of a cap formed on this already. That's because we mixed in some of the juice and skins that were left over from the Pinot Noir and the Gamay. This one had a higher sugar content, so I've only got to add 440 grams of sugar to this one. Here's the yeast nutrient going in, dissolved in just a little bit of water. And what I've done, I've divvied up a packet of yeast, just all-purpose red that says. And I'm going to save that a little bit. Each one of those little grains of yeast, or whatever they are, will actually multiply a couple 100 times each, which is incredible. But they live off the sugar and turn the sugar into alcohol. I'm just going to sprinkle what's left then on the top and leave it on the top. It's a bit like minestrone soup. Doesn't smell like it. And do the same with this one. It's the yeast nutrient going in first. As you can see, just look at the bubbles in there. This is away. That's before I put any more yeast in. That's just gorging herself on the sugar. It's a cross between a beer smell and a baked bread in a bakery. I'm going to pop them in the airing cupboard this time, a little bit warmer. There's a cap formed on the top. This forms every day. What it is, the gas rises up, pushes the skins to the top, you break them back in, and that's sugar, 210 grams in a drop of water, boiled water left to cool, and that's the total amount of sugar gone into our Black Hamburgh. Here's adding the second lot of sugar to our other Black Hamburgh. So just 210 grams diluted in water, sugar. And again, that will be mixed in now. This is a lot paler than the other Black Hamburgh for obvious reasons. There's a lot of lighter skins in here. This is the Black Hamburgh that we've had fermenting away for about 10 days. I'll transfer this to a demijohn. The first thing I'm going to do to make it easier to siphon it off, I'm going to remove as many of the skins as possible. I'm going to keep them because see what sort of volume we get. Might well end up squeezing these just to maximise the amount of sort of juice we get. You can see now the skins have become very pale because all the colour from the skins, or most of the colour from the skins, has gone back into the wine, or made the colour on the wine. So just checking now the specific gravity, and that's reading pretty close to 1.01, 1.005 actually. So just adding a cabinet tablet now to the demijohn. So there's the 5 litre demijohn filled with our pink liquid. We're on the sort of 2 litre one now, and this is just squeezing what's left in the skins that was in the bottom of the fermenting bucket. These are the ones that weren't quite ripe and were pretty low in sugar. This is much paler, as you can see. There's the 3 rosés safely in our demijohns, and that's what's left over after the primary fermentation. That's all the grape skins and pips. Looks like pig swill. It's done its job. Today we're racking first rack of our Black Hamburgh grapes. This has been fermenting now for just about 4.5 weeks. So it's cleared quite well. And into the bottom demijohn I put a Camden tablet. It sort of kills off any nasties that might be still lurking about. And I've added just about 1/3 of a teaspoon of tannin, just to give the wine a little bit more body. Again, this is the first rack. So there's the 2 demijohns racked, and just look at the difference in colour. It's quite clear. This is going to be a darker rosé. This is a very pale rosé, as we thought. Let's have a little taste. It's quite tart at the moment. It's got to be left for months and months. This one we expected to be probably more acidic because the grapes weren't as ripe. And it is, and there's not as much body in this one. So this is racking of our Black Hamburgh that has been blended with some Gamay and Pinot Noir. This is a real mix, so be interesting to see what this tastes like. Already added into the bottom of that clean demijohn Camden tablet, and also some tannin, and also a little bit of sugar. Okay, so there's the 12 litres of our future rosé racked, one more rack in, and then we'll be bottling hopefully.